Have a fun video you'd like to see featured on NCW Life? Email us at newsphotos@ncwlife.com. Good Friday evening and welcome to the NCW Life Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window, and what a difference a day makes. Not much wind at all today. Plus, we were about 20 degrees cooler than our 63-degree record high yesterday. Today, mainly in the lower 40s, and it looks like we'll stay that way for the next few days, and we'll have your complete weather forecast coming up. But as far as snow water equivalent goes, you would think with all this warm weather, how's the snowpack doing? Well, right here in the area circled in red, we are 106% of average right now in the Wenatchee Valley and for most of our river basins. But what caught my attention, look down south in Oregon. There isn't one river basin that has water equivalent above 50% of average down that way. So most of the storm tracks have been moving from the northwest part of Washington to the southeast part of the state and kind of missing Oregon this winter. We'll tell you about chances for more snow and some possible rain showers a little bit later on. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. Lack of affordable housing is pushing the local workforce out of Chelan. We'll talk to the mayor. And the 18th annual Polar Plunge is happening this weekend to raise money for Special Olympics. But first, we begin tonight. Complications associated with this year's influenza have so far claimed the lives of 132 Washington residents. That according to numbers released this week by the State Department of Health. 5 of those deaths were in north central Washington. 2 have died in Chelan County, 1 death in Grant County, and 2 in Kittitas County. Officials report the number of flu cases statewide appear to be on the decrease as the season starts to wind down. Well, it's being called a shortage, a crisis, an epidemic. It's the affordable housing market in the Pacific Northwest, and one community is working together to tackle the issue for the residents of Lake Chelan.
What is different in Chelan is that we are a resort town of 4,000 people, and the character, the culture of our town is changing with the advent of more second homes being built. The high cost of these homes are causing a ripple effect to people being able to buy their first home. And I have this little mantra that keeps going through my head is that as mayor, I want to make sure that everybody is able to buy their first home versus us building another second home in Chelan.
With a vacancy rate of 0.5% and rents on the rise, Mayor Cooney said the issue is pushing the local workforce out of the area. In January, Cooney hosted a town hall to organize and coordinate community partnerships in an effort to make headway on the housing crunch.
We did lose 15 families in the school district because the homes were too expensive this past year. I don't want to see any more of that. I want to see people be able to live in their homes, live in their apartments, and find their secure place within Chelan. So it's a big initiative, and we are going to get this done. Because as I mentioned in the town hall, it's not just people without the homes. If you have a home, it's still your issue because you may not be able to have a server at a local restaurant, or you may not have the 4th grade teacher or the tech at the hospital. These people are all looking for homes. I know at the city we've actually had really good candidates say they'd love to move to Chelan, but they can't find a home to buy. So the vacancy rates are almost nil. It's 0.5. And so the town hall meeting covered, we had 4 guest speakers, and they all gave us good ideas. Lots of things came about after that. And what I felt very good about is that we got phone calls after the town hall of people offering their services, whether it's excavating or building, help through banks. So things are starting to gel.
Cooney said they are short about 300 homes in the Chelan area and are studying other resort towns and their solutions throughout the nation. The city is also working to incentivize local builders with lower fees and the right zoning codes to develop the right housing for the needs in the community. Chelan PUD crews will start work on Monday, February 12th to move power poles along McKittrick Street in Wenatchee. It's Wenatchee's north end in preparation for the city's planned rebuild of McKittrick from Wenatchee Avenue to Pine Street. NCW Life's Megan McPherson reports.
Drivers should use alternate east-west routes on Maple and Walnut Streets during the estimated 8 weeks it will take to move utility equipment, power poles, and wires. There will be one-lane traffic on McKittrick Street during work hours. Drivers can turn onto McKittrick from Wenatchee Avenue and head west. Traffic headed east on McKittrick will be detoured around the construction when crews are working. PUD crews usually work Monday to Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Street parking also will be limited during the project. Driveways might be blocked for short periods and there might be power outages. PUD staff will contact customers in advance if outages are needed.
For more information on the city's McKittrick Street rebuild, visit www.wenatcheewa.gov. And for updates on the PUD's project schedule, visit their website at chelanpud.org/McKittrick. The Washington State Special Olympic Winter Games hopes to raise money this weekend with the 18th annual Polar Plunge in Wenatchee. The Saturday event at the Walla Walla Point Park Swimming Lagoon is put on by the Wenatchee City Parks and Recreation Department and includes local law enforcement. You can register starting at 10 a.m. with the plunge slated for noon. Last year's event raised over $10,000 for local Special Olympic athletes. The Winter Games will once again be held in Wenatchee coming up in March. Well, coming up next, it's almost showtime for those participating in the 18th annual Wenatchee Jazz Workshop, and a current Mission Ridge ski team member is on his way to the Winter Olympics. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCW Life Evening News.
My name's Robert Duff. Current and previous occupation is architect, engineer, and a lawyer. Grew up here in Washington, born in Moses Lake. When I first came to CVCH, was looking for a place to get some dental work done. And I was really impressed with the people at the counter. I mean, they were just on top of it. It only took her like 15 minutes to do their job. I didn't feel anything. The technology is so great, you don't even realize you're at the dentist. These people are so professional. I would have any one of these people in my home for dinner. These people are family.
Papa Murphy's presents a fresh take on fresh. Here's the deal. If it comes from a freezer, not fresh. Box, not fresh. Bag, not fresh. Fresh means just chopped vegetables. Cheese grated by us daily. Fresh means we don't even have ovens, because you have an oven. So you can feel good about feeding it to your home bake our most popular pizza, a large cowboy, topped with pepperoni, sausage, mushrooms, and olives. Just $12. Papa Murphy's. Love at 425 degrees.
Welcome back. And in other news, it's almost showtime for those participating in the 18th annual Wenatchee Jazz Workshop taking place at Eastmont High School. The workshop pairs 6 professional jazz musicians and instructors with jazz band students from 6 middle and high schools from Wenatchee and Eastmont for an entire week. Professional saxophonist Tom Peterson has been involved in the jazz workshop from the beginning. He says the reason he continues to come back to the Wenatchee Valley for the event is simple.
The students and the joy of doing this and the feeling of being able to give back. So yeah, that's really it. And I'm telling you, the support that we get here it's incredible. And also, this is a program like this, it only happens here. I don't know that it happens anywhere else in the country. Exactly like this, it's the best.
And over these 18 years, has kids' interest in music or maybe their talent level, has anything changed in kids over these last 18 years?
Well, that's our hope, of course. You know, I mean, all of the people that are in these bands, they're not going to go on and be musicians or teachers. But if they can't be that, maybe they can be patrons. And as a matter of fact, we probably need more patrons than we do more musicians, you know. We need to support the arts, and that's what we're trying to do here.
Through the week, each guest musician worked with students in his or her respective section one last time, sitting among the students, teaching the language and techniques of jazz music. The LA6 Pro musicians performed last night at the Numerica Performing Arts Center, which will be followed up by a student performance tonight at 7:30. Former Mission Ridge Devo student and current Mission Ridge ski team member Jeffrey Webb is on his way to the Winter Olympics. Jeffrey is a member of the Malaysian ski team and will be competing in the slalom and grand slalom events. Jeffrey is profiled in this video provided by Mission Ridge Ski Resort.
I started skiing in Mission Ridge when I was about 4 years old. Joined their ski school team and then eventually transitioned to the Mission Ridge ski team. And I'm representing Malaysia in the 2018 Winter Olympic Games. I was born in Malaysia. Lived here, grew up here for most of my life. A couple years ago, my dad read an article on skiracing.com that Malaysia had a FIS organization, so I switched my nation to that, and ever since then I've started representing Malaysia in that. Got my points low enough, and here I am. I'm going to the Olympics and representing Malaysia in alpine skiing. I think it's really cool. I think it's something special, and that I feel that I'm kind of making history for that country, and that since I'm one of the first ones to go, that it can inspire other people from that country to represent Malaysia in another sport.
It's been really cool watching Jeffrey, starting at ski school, working his way onto the Mission Ridge ski team, and working his way through our program. So the goal of the Mission Ridge ski team is to get as many kids involved in skiing and ski racing as possible, and then let them take it where their dreams go. Jeffrey's been on the team since he was a little kid. He's absolutely homegrown Mission Ridge, and we're all really excited and proud of him and excited to be at the games and support him there.
It's pretty unreal that I'm going to be standing next to some of the best skiers in the world and everything. And I'm just excited to be able to go and participate and represent a country that's never gone before. My name is Jeffrey Webb, and I'm going to the Olympics.
And speaking of the Olympics, the Methow Valley sends their collective good luck greeting to two of their local Olympic athletes. Eric and Sadie Bjornsson are competing in South Korea as members of the U.S. Olympic cross-country ski team. The popular siblings have a lot of support in Winthrop.
Go for the gold.
Good job, guys. Go for it. Woohoo!
Good luck to Eric and Sadie. Yeah, let's go.
Good luck, Eric and Sadie. Go Team USA! Woo!
Hey, Sadie and Eric, this is Rita and Diane at Winthrop Mountain Sports, and we're here to tell you to kick some international ass at the Olympics. We expect nothing less. Have a great time.
Go Sadie. Go Eric.
Go Bjornssons, go Hannemans, go Team USA! Woo!
You're watching the NCW Life Evening News. Coming up next, your sports update, followed by today's feature story. That and much more still to come here on the NCW Life Evening News. Stay with us.
Lake Chelan mailboxes find solutions and the best price for all your shipping needs, including UPS, FedEx, and the U.S. Postal Service. We offer a variety of services including quality copies of all sizes, faxing, scanning, sending and receiving email, laminating, and notarizing. Enjoy browsing through our large selection of greeting cards. Lake Chelan Mailboxes supports our military, fire victims, and our community. Come see us at the Plaza in Lake Chelan.
How about having majestic mountains, a beautiful shoreline, and 26 acres of lush walking trails be the backdrop of your special event? Lake Wenatchee YMCA Camp has cabins, meeting spaces, and a lodge with a kitchen that will accommodate large gatherings. Our staff at Lake Wenatchee YMCA Camp will work with you to ensure that your wedding, retreat, class reunion, or birthday is amazing. Reserve your day today.
This is TV. This is TV Set Free. TV everywhere from Localtel sets you free to watch what you want, where you want. Catch your favorite networks, including live TV, ready to watch on any web-connected device for no extra charge. That's TV Set Free. Enjoy the extra value Localtel delivers with TV everywhere. Visit localtel.net and sign up today.
And now it's a sports update on the NCW Life channel.
And a happy Finally Friday. Let's take a look at the prep scoreboard from last night, the Les Schwab prep scoreboard. A couple of basketball games, regular season finale for the Entiat girls and boys. A walk in the park over Wilson Creek as the Lady Tigers won 63-16. The boys victorious, yes, that score is correct, 80-10. The final. The District 5 6-2B tournament's getting underway this weekend in Granger at the old and the new gyms in Granger. Beginning with the girls tonight, Waterville Mansfield's first round loser out game is against DeSales. That will tip it up at 6 o'clock in the old gym. The Manson girls face Mabton in the new gym and a loser out game, that also at 6. Coming up tomorrow, the winner of the Waterville Mansfield DeSales game will face White Swan. That'll be a 12:45 game. The Manson-Mabton winner will take on Liberty Bell at 2:30 in the afternoon, and Brewster will face the winner of today's Lake Roosevelt Walla Walla Valley Academy game. That'll be tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Turning to the boys' schedule in the District 5 6-2B tournament in Granger, the Waterville Mansfield boys face Liberty Christian in the new gym today at 4 o'clock, while Manson has a first-round test with DeSales. That's at 8 in the old gym. Both those games are loser outs. Saturday, the Manson DeSales winner will face Brewster at 4:15, while the Waterville Mansfield Liberty Christian winner will take on Oroville tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. We have some regular season basketball to finish up tonight. First, in girls play, Wenatchee hosts Eisenhower on senior night. That's at 5:45. We'll have that live here on the NCW Life channel with co-hosts Ian Dunn and Mark Miller on the play-by-play. Eastmont finishes its regular season on the road at Sunnyside tonight, also with a 5:45 tip. Now, if the Wildcats win, they'll host Wenatchee on Tuesday in a district play-in game. On the boys' side of the ledger tonight, Wenatchee and Eisenhower will tip it up at 7:30. We'll also have that live on the NCW Life channel. Ian Dunn and Mark Miller have your play-by-play. Wenatchee win combined with a Moses Lake loss in Davis would mean a number 3 seed for the Panthers and a district play-in game Tuesday against Eastmont, and that would tip at 8 o'clock. Anything other than that would have Wenatchee hosting West Valley at 7 Tuesday, while Eastmont would be on the road at Moses Lake. So the chances pretty good. We'll have an Eastmont-Wenatchee matchup next Tuesday in that playing game. Coming up tomorrow in regional wrestling action, the 4A Region 3 tournament is at Eisenhower in Yakima, where Eastmont has 4 wrestlers, while Wenatchee takes 3, and that all begins at 10 o'clock. In fact, all of them begin at 10 o'clock. The 1A Region 4 tournaments at Medical Lake, where Chelan has 12 grapplers. Cascade goes in with 10, Cashmere with 6. And the girls are at East Valley of Spokane tomorrow for a 10 a.m. start for the Region 4 tournament. We'll be following Eastmont's Cheyenne Chang, Flora Morrow, Wenatchee's Kelsey Ibarra, Isabella Adriani, Emily Carroll, and Sarah Morrow, as well as Cashmere's Hunter Duke. The girls in East Valley of Spokane tomorrow. Again, that all starts tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Be sure and join us on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on Monday for all the results. The Wenatchee Wild are on the road this weekend. Wenatchee's at the Frank Crane Center in Nanaimo tonight to face the Clippers with a 7 o'clock puck drop. Tomorrow they'll be in Alberni Valley and the Weyerhaeuser Arena to face the Bulldogs at 7. Then it's an early start Sunday afternoon at the Q Center in Victoria as the puck drops at 2 against the Grizzlies. Wenatchee heads into the weekend in third place in the BCHL's Interior Division, 3 points behind first place Penticton and a point behind second place Vernon. Good luck to the Wild. We'll have the results and highlights coming up for you Monday here on the NCW Life channel. That's a look at sports news. We continue our features this week, focusing in on the top 10 candidates for the Kashmir Valley Bank Royalty Selection Pageant. Today, Rebecca Hall is the daughter of Chris and Jody Hall.
Pre-med and volleyball at Whitman.
Yes.
So what do you hope to do with that when you're all said and done? What kind of doc are you going to be?
My plan right now is to be a veterinarian. I've always loved animals, so I think after Whitman, if I can get into WSU's med program, that's where I want to go.
Saturday night, February 10th.
Yeah.
You're the queen. So who do you thank?
I would thank my family for raising me, and then also the community and the judges, everybody. There's so much put into this program that it's amazing, and I just feel really lucky to even be in the top 10 right now.
Everybody's kind of said the same thing, that they're blown away by the support that just the top 10 get in doing this.
Yeah. I mean, I was aware of it because I've overheard from friends in the past that were in top 10, but you don't really realize it until you're in that situation and you get to see it firsthand. It's truly amazing.
And our 10th candidate is Sophie Castillo. She's the daughter of Miguel and Megan Castillo.
You could have chose anybody in the whole trading places for a day question. You chose your mom.
I did.
Why?
Well, again, she's a teacher and she kind of has my dream job. And I, especially again during my senior year, I've had the opportunity to job shadow her, and seeing the difference that she makes in kids' lives is inspiring, and I really just want to have that special connection that she has with a lot of those kids, so yeah.
What did your mom think when you told her that, or when she found that out?
She actually cried because I included it a part of my Apple Blossom speech for the top 10 selection, and the first time I gave it to her, she started crying. Because she knew that I wanted to be a teacher, but she didn't know how much she inspired me in that.
Very cool.
Yeah.
What would it mean for you to be part of the Apple Blossom Royal Court?
It would mean, it sounds cliche, but it would mean the world to me. I've grown up in this valley and I've seen the royalty every year, and Apple Blossom has been something really special as a part of my childhood, and I just think that Wenatchee is such a huge part of my life, and making it an even bigger part of my life in my senior year, especially before I go off to college, would be super cool. And I just want to be that person that I looked up to when I was little, and I want to have that same special connection with kids who look up to the royalty.
Now, if you want to see the complete interviews, head to our website, ncwlife.com, and click on Lifestyles. The Kashmir Valley Bank Royalty Selection Pageant tomorrow night at the Wenatchee High School Auditorium. You can watch it live here on the NCW Life channel starting at 6:30. Grant will be right back with a recap of our top stories and a look at the weekend forecast. Thanks for watching NCW Life Evening News.
Yes, we are live from Studio 2. I am Dan Koontz. This is Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We got news, we got sports, we got weather, we got obscure holiday today in history and birthdays. Tom Potter joins me in studio. How are you? And Rod Cool is my guest today. The expert is Bonnie Orr. We're broadcasting live from Studio 4, from Studio 2, Studio 7 here in downtown Wenatchee. Time for the obscure holiday of the day. Your Dog to Work Day, Beautician's Day, it's National Selfie Day, and in honor of National Selfie Day, I'm going to take a picture of myself.
Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, mornings at 7 o'clock on the NCW Life channel.
Bay Equity Home Loans in Wenatchee, serving all of North Central Washington. We make it our priority to learn all about your financial needs. Whether you're buying your first home, refinancing, or want a reverse mortgage, our mortgage professionals are ready to guide you through the loan process. We have a wide variety of loan products to fit your family's needs. Call Bay Equity Home Loans of Wenatchee today for your pre-approval. 509-888-0466.
Welcome back. Congressman Dave Reichert was a yes vote, but Representative Dan Newhouse voted against passage of the bipartisan budget bill that was approved overnight. Reichert said he was pleased with the outcome, and in a prepared statement said the budget agreement will fund critical government programs, strengthen the military, and avoid continued short-term spending bills. But Newhouse called the agreement a blank check that enables the federal government to continue to accumulate debt. Newhouse added the people of the 4th Congressional District demand better and expect their representatives to promote fiscal responsibility, not advance policies that borrow over $1 million per minute. Well, this weekend is jam-packed with events all around north central Washington. NCW Life's Megan McPherson has a wrap on what you should check out this weekend.
Here's a look at what's on tap this weekend around the Wenatchee Valley. Head over to Chelan Saturday and Sunday for the Lake Chelan Red Wine and Chocolate event. This weekend will be filled with chocolate, wine tasting, limousine rides, and romance. Come to the Summer Camp Fair at Pybus Market on Saturday from 10 to 2. Learn more about summer camp programs available in North Central Washington. The summer camp programs range from dance, music, sports, and visual arts to STEM-related and more. The Wenatchee Apollo Club will be performing This Is My Country, a choral tapestry at the Numerica Performing Arts Center Saturday at 6:30 p.m. You will be taken on a musical journey of patriotic favorites, folk tunes, spirituals, cowboy songs, Broadway hits, and more. Celebrate Valentine's Day with friends at the Wenatchee Valley Symphony Orchestra's Sweetheart Musical Soiree at the Wenatchee Valley Museum and Cultural Center Saturday night at 7. In addition to chamber music, this special evening includes wine, premium appetizers, and desserts in a lovely decorated setting. And finally, if you're in need of free children's clothing and other items, head to the God's Closet Clothing Drive this Sunday at the Valley View Seventh-day Adventist Church. The fee is $1 per family, and each family will receive 3 bags to fill with items. Items available include infant, children, teen, and adult clothing, as well as baby equipment, strollers, bouncy seats, and more. Everybody in the community is welcome to attend. The address is 1201 10th Street Northeast in East Wenatchee.
Time now for a look at our north central Washington weather, but before we get to those details, let's take a look outside our weather window, and definitely a change in our weather today compared to what we've seen for the past week or so, especially after yesterday's very windy day. Today, not much wind, but we did see cooler temperatures out there, and clouds are beginning to roll in now. North central and eastern Washington will experience a glancing blow from an Arctic cold front that will bring snow and bitter cold weather to a large portion of Montana into the upper plains. And as you take a look at our satellite loop, notice the areas in pink and lavender. That is bitterly cold weather just to our east in Montana. And because of that Arctic cold front, and beginning today, our temperatures did cool down from the unbelievably warm weather that we've seen over the past week or so. In fact, get this, since last Saturday, we have set 5 record high temperatures right here in Wenatchee. Highs today were in the upper 40s and dropped down into the lower 40s by probably the weekend, lower to mid 40s and early next week. It's still early February, and temperatures for the next several days will be more typical than our recent run of that mild weather. Clear skies will allow temperatures to tumble into the mid-20s tonight. That's the coldest widespread temperatures that we have seen since January 3rd. Saturday will be sunny with high temperatures in the low 40s, and then by Sunday, a weak area of low pressure and a cold front will slide down through the Cascades and into southeastern Washington, bringing us about a 20% chance of scattered showers. Monday through Thursday next week looks nice once again with high pressure back in control of our weather. We'll see highs gradually warm throughout the week with high temperatures by Friday into the upper 40s. Here's a look at that forecast now, and tonight we will drop down to 26 degrees with partly cloudy skies. For Saturday, sunshine, a little bit cooler and 43, and then about a 20% chance for showers on Sunday and even a little bit cooler. We'll see a high then of about 42 degrees, mostly sunny then Monday through Thursday, and notice the gradual warming trend. We will see 44 Tuesday, 48 on Wednesday, and 49 with lots of sunshine by next Thursday. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around north central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or call 888-NCWL. Also, keep it right here on the NCW Life channel Monday morning for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley with host Dan Kuntz and News with Steve Hare. Thanks for joining us and have a great weekend.
For the newest tech, coolest tech, and the craziest tech stories available on the interwebs,